everybody, I'm Andy here. Welcome back to the channel SoCal Shave. So if you guys can see, I'm holding a baby. This is my newborn son. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I need to catch you guys up on as to why I've been MIA for so long. There's a lot been going on, obviously, in the family, especially something this important. So this is my son, Seth Evans Ezekiel Miranda. Um, Ezekiel is my brother, my baby brother's middle name, and there's a lot that I need to catch you guys up on as to why I've been MIA. Like I said before, so he is now, he's coming up on 3 months. So I gotta do the math. I suck at the math whole thing, but he was born on May 21st. In fact, he was born on my daughter's birthday. So pretty cool. Very interested situation that's happened over these last couple of months. A lot of crazy stuff has happened. Some very happy, some very sad, some unfortunate events. But all in all, a miracle. Basically, the calm before the storm kind of thing, and the light after. Basically like the light at the end of the tunnel. There's so many things that I can explain in phrases or situations to explain what I've gone through. A lot of crazy things have happened, man. So unfortunately, when it comes to the business side of things, we lost the business. Things just, we couldn't do it anymore. It was very difficult. I've actually not been running my dad's business for quite some time now. It's been about 6 months or so. No, actually longer. It's been longer. It's been a whole lot longer than that. Time has been time has been a thing for me. Keeping track of time is a lot that's happened. But yeah, it's been longer than that, and I just haven't said anything. A lot of why I've not been on camera is due to everything that's happened these last couple of months, or a year, what have you. So yeah, lost the company. So no longer running my dad's business, my late father's business, should I say. So I've actually been working with a friend this whole time, still truck driving. With that said, I recently lost my brother, my baby brother, the one who I used to team drive with, the one who was my co-driver. Can't really speak on it too much, only because it's under investigation. Unfortunately, he was in a wrong place, wrong time kind of deal. I'm actually nervous talking about all this because I haven't been on camera in a long time, and there's a lot to fill you in on. I'm not going to go into too much details. But yeah, so it's currently under investigation. We still don't know too much about it ourselves, just because the DA isn't giving us too much information. But yeah, my brother was in the wrong place, wrong time, and unfortunately he lost his life. He was basically mistaken identity, and he was murdered. Thank God that the person behind it was caught, and we're just hoping and waiting for the trial and to see if it truly was him, that he's found guilty. Yeah, it's a difficult situation, like I said, to talk about. I just didn't lose my brother. I lost, it was like my son, all three of my brothers. I basically raised them. I helped raise them during some very tough times in my father's life. Obviously, my mother was absent. I don't know if I've explained that to you guys before. I have sometime. Maybe I have, maybe I didn't. But it is what it is. And so yeah, I lost a very good friend. I lost a really great co-worker, a brother, a great partner, co-driver, and I guess a son. So just about a week before he passed, I had threw a little shindig here at my house to surprise everybody. For those of you guys who have been following the channel for some time now know that my wife and I had tried to have a baby sometime back. Things didn't go according to plan. It wasn't God's will. It wasn't in our favor. My wife miscarried, and we decided not to go through it anymore. We decided, hey, you know what? It's just not it's not in our plans. It's not God's will, and let's just leave it at that and go on about our lives and just be grateful and thankful for our daughter. That we're actually blessed with a child. And so with that said, time moved on about I don't know, about 4 or 5 years, and we got the news that my son was on the way. And we waited about I think it was I don't remember quite frankly, or quite well, should I say, if it was in the 3-month mark or the 6-month mark, where they told us that it was out of the safety zone, out of the safety zone, sorry, where we can start talking and letting family know. And when we finally got out of that danger zone, or the safe zone, got in the safe zone or out of the danger zone, however you want to see it, we decided to tell the family. The reason why I say the danger of the safe zone, however you want to see it, is because my wife is got some very crazy borderline health issues that cause some. Basically, this is a miracle baby. My son's a miracle baby. He wasn't supposed to be conceived. My wife had so many borderline health issues that there was just no way. On top of what do you call birth control? She was taking hormonal drugs. Man, she's got a long list of things that there was just no way. Doctors were surprised. The nurses were surprised. They couldn't believe that it happened, and we were just scared and very terrified that what if he's born unhealthy, he's born with some kind of side defect, mental defect, or health defect. We didn't know, but thank God my son is 100% healthy. He's got all his fingers and toes. He's growing well. He's he's a lucky kid. Very lucky. I'm so very fortunate. My wife and I, the family, my daughter, we're all very happy and fortunate and proud of this miracle baby of ours. But yeah, so about a week before we got the news that we can go ahead and let everybody know, like I said, we did a little shindig here. Brought the family over, and I surprised my brothers with everything. I say, hey, this is what's going on. I surprised them with a picture of our sonogram, my son's sonogram, on the screen, so it made it look like there was a glitch on the TV. It went black. They came over to watch the UFC fight, and they were all like worried, like, oh no, we're not gonna be able to watch the UFC fight. What happened? What's going on? And boom, the screen pops up with my son's sonogram, and everybody freaked out. Everybody was just so emotionally, just the joy around the room, not just with them, but with our other families. Everyone who's in our lives could not believe, and were happy for us because they know how bad we wanted a kid. They know how bad we've been waiting on him, and it was just still, everyone was just still in awe. I'm still in shock when he's crying and I'm feeding him, and I just can't believe it. Like, that's my son crying, If you guys only knew what I've gone through, losing my dad, I've lost my uncle, I lost my aunt, I lost, my pops, just so many things that happened, and losing the company. I've gone through a lot, guys. I've gone through a lot, and it took a lot to make this video. I've been trying to make this video for a long time, and I didn't have the courage, the strength, the motivation, the energy to want to make it. And I said, you know what? Let's do it now. I think what really helped me out also was because I was like, my son grew. This is how he was born, with all his hair. He was born with a lot of hair, and this is his actual second haircut, believe it or not. And I just cut his hair yesterday, so my bathroom is full of all his the things I used to cut his hair, because you can only imagine what it's like to cut a baby's hair. Luckily, I know how to cut hair, but trying to cut an infant's hair who's all jumpy all over the place, it was kind of hectic. So I was like, I already cut his hair. I want to try, it's time to show him off and let the viewers know, my family. Some of you guys I consider a family, and I've got some really good friends in here, and I just want to give a major shout out. Look, there's a lot of you guys here who have supported me, and I don't mean any disrespect or feel like don't want to make you guys feel left out, but there are a very few of you guys who really have constantly been in contact with me, and I really do appreciate that. I really do. Those are you guys who are viewers and lower subscribers. I get it, but there's some of you guys who have now become close friends of mine, and I just want to give a shout out to you guys and say thank you guys for checking in on me during my very tough times. Those of you guys who knew the situation with my dad, with the company, with my son, with my brother passing away, and say thank you to Tony, Tony Palladino, my buddy Alex DeLeon, Mike Homner. I got EJ or Edwin Juarez. There's so many of you guys. Arthur Lamb. So if I do forget to mention you guys or leave you guys out, please forgive me. I don't mean anything any bad by it, but I just want to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, because you guys have got me through it and helped me through this. And my son's getting cranky, so forgive me if I have to jump off here soon. But yeah, so it's been very difficult, and you guys have been helping me through all this stuff and kept me positive, kept me motivated, kept me going. And I just want to let you guys know I don't take your friendship lightly. I don't take it. I don't take it for granted, because friends like you guys don't come along very often, and I just want to say thank you very much again. But yeah, so like I said, I surprised the family with the picture of my son, and that same week that I surprised my bigger brother was here, my middle brother was here, and the brother under me was here. And a week after, I got a call from my middle brother. Said, hey, something happened with with my baby brother, and that was the last time I saw him. The day that I revealed the information about my son, I talked to him a few times after that, but that was the last time I actually physically saw him. So it's been tough, guys. It's been really tough. I know that I have posted a video or two back when, and I haven't gotten to your comments, and I'm sorry. I've got a lot going on, not just with what I've mentioned here, but work has been extremely hectic because of the economy, because of the fuel prices, price gouging on low load rates. The load rates, they've been taking advantage of them if they can, and unfortunately I got to take whatever we can take, because we beggars can't be choosers, basically, and if you are, you might not have work that week. So I've been working a lot. I haven't even gone fishing like I was before. And yeah, so I'm gonna try to do that a little bit more, just to get out, and get, get some mental clarity back in my head, because it's been tough, but I've been doing okay. I've been all right. It's been very hectic, guys. But like I said, I've gotten a few comments on some of these videos, and I haven't commented back. And if I haven't, and hopefully you guys know who you are and know why. But those of you guys who don't know, now you know. And I will get back to the videos whenever I get the opportunity. And it's time to go, guys. I'll get to you guys' comments whenever I can, whenever I get the opportunity. And I'll get back to making videos hopefully very soon. But that's it for now, guys. I gotta jump off because my son is very cranky. I actually just fed him, so he's probably he wants to get, sit down and stuff. But yeah, so that's my son, guys. I hope you guys enjoy my son here. Oh my God, I'm so shocked. Such a handsome kid, man. Such a handsome kid. But yeah, like I said, he took my my baby brother's middle name, Ezekiel. Ezekiel. But what an adorable son, what an adorable kid, man. Love him, and I hope you guys enjoy, and I will catch you guys hopefully on some next video coming soon. I do have a video or two that I recorded some time ago before the situation happened with my brother, and I just haven't posted them, so I might post them and date them, so you guys know how old the video is, or I don't know. I'll figure something out. But if I do get a chance to make an updated video, I'll post them when the time uh, um, when the time comes. But that's it, guys. I will catch you guys on the next video. Later. All right, guys. So this is the picture of the sonogram that my wife surprised me with when I got home from work. And here, I was in the waiting room getting ready for the nurses and doctors that call me into the surgery room. Just minutes before my son was about to be born, my wife had to have a C-section due to some or many borderline health issues. And this is the first time that I get to meet my son and spend some bonding time with him. It's the first time that he gets to hear his daddy's voice outside of his mommy's tummy. I didn't have any words. I was in total shock when I saw him. First of all, because he was actually born. He's actually here. He's right in front of me. But the shock of seeing him with all those hoses and tubes and what have you was a very sad and scary moment for me, because I've never experienced anything like this, nor did I know anyone. So my son was supposed to be born in late June. On top of all this, given my wife's situation, or should I say her borderline health issues, they assigned an awesome team to take care of the well-being of my wife and my unborn son. And let me tell you what an awesome and fantastic team they were, because if not for them, who knows where we would be right now. Who's to say what the outcome would have been if we didn't have the team that we were blessed with. And because of that team, we had several specialists who were keeping a close eye on her and on my son. So the due dates were all over the place because they wanted to make sure it was right on the money. So it started from his birth date being in late June, then they brought it down to mid-June, then they told us it was going to be early June, and he just kept growing and growing and growing. And there were some health issues with my son at that time, where they had to call the shot and have my son be delivered early, and having a C-section, like I mentioned before. And he was born on May 21st, which is my daughter's birthday. So when he arrived, he was actually born with some health complications. One being, he was born with this version. They call it a version of pneumonia, but it's there's a name for it. Basically, what it is, it's baby pneumonia. He had some clouding in his lungs after doing some X-rays. He was showing some signs of fatigue, showing that he was very tired, and that also led to having them do some X-rays. They saw fluid in his lungs. He wasn't so he wasn't able to breathe quite on his own 100%, so he needed some assistance. That's why you see some of the hoses and stuff. And there was some other complications, where that would also cause him not to be able to feed properly. So they had to put in a feeding tube. They had to keep him hydrated. There was a lot of things that were going on at this time that scared the hell out of my wife and I. So after a few days of my wife recovering because of the surgery, along with some other unexpected health complications, there was one day prior to this that she was able to see our son for the first time, but this year is her very first time holding our son. So I'm sure many of you guys watching already know what this is. This is a way of how they cure or help the infants who have jaundice, or a lot of you guys who don't know, it's when the child is born with yellow skin or yellow tint. So there's a process they got to go through to help the infant through this. But if you can understand, seeing all this stuff that I'm showing you here, or sharing with you, should I say, it's scary for parents who have no idea or never experienced anything like this, because my daughter didn't go through any of this. She didn't have to go through any of these steps or any health complications. So it was a scary time for us, seeing all the things that were happening with our son. So after a couple of days, my son started showing signs of wanting to feed, and they started helping him or training him to learn how to latch by using the pacifier. And he started doing pretty well. So they started, figuring, and or should I say, hoping to see if he would start feeding. Unfortunately, he couldn't do it on his own. They tried giving him a bottle, but they started to, basically start with baby steps. If you can see the top right corner, they're using this little syringe that they are trying to feed him breast milk, and it looked like he started doing okay. It was a difficult situation that started improving little by little, day by day. And this here is my daughter getting to see her baby brother for the very first time. And in this picture, I snapped it just in time, and he surprised all of us by finally opening his eyes for the very first time. The situation here was a sad one because of COVID and other issues with the hospital. They weren't allowing anyone under the age of 18 um, to come in and visit. They only allowed 2 people at a time. But with a little persuading, they allowed me to sneak my daughter in to see him. I think it was about almost a week after his birth that she was able to see him. So it really took an extreme toll on her. And when she got to see him for the first time, there's no words to describe the feeling. And here I am holding my son for the very first time, and just full of emotions. I could not believe that I finally was getting the opportunity to hold my son. Oh my god. This is so cute. Qué bonitos ojos, mi amor. Qué bonitos ojos. A ver. Agárrame. Cálmese, Emily. Ahora vámonos ya. Enderezate. Vámonos, no te dé huevo. Vámonos. Ándale. Vámonos. And in this picture, they had just removed his IV line from the top part of his hand because he kept moving, and he moved so much that it actually pulled it out. So they had to remove it and put it in that right hand location on his arm. And this here is actually our first attempt on trying to feed him from an actual bottle, and he did extremely well. And after the long struggle and fight that my son put up to finally pass all of his health inspection, and most importantly, trying to get off the ventilator and breathe on his own, he finally did it. This is my wife getting my son ready for the very first time to finally go home and be a family of four. Uh, it was a very emotional day. The day before that was a bit of a struggle because he passed, then they failed him for certain health reasons, and it played with our emotions. So we were very scared the day of this picture, my wife getting him dressed, that they were going to tell us something else. I mean, we understand they were keeping him for observations and for his well-being and safety.
But we just really wanted to finally get him home after all of what we went through as a family. It was a very difficult time and very, very proud and happy moment to finally put him in his car seat and stroll him out the front door.
Bueno, look at Kenny right there. Look at that black Kenny.
Yeah. This is Texas.
Oh, bitch, I thought you were taking a picture.
Yup.
We're streaming live out here, stuck for 6 hours.
Cold as shit. Nothing to eat.
Nah, Kansas wasn't here.